Hello and welcome all you moderate to semi-attractive people. I'm the warrior CJ Metal and today I'm reading The Walls of Jericho by Helloween. Now, really quick question. Does anyone else find the name Helloween to be kind of weird? Like, I know it's a play on the word Halloween and they just wanted to make it cooler by inserting like hell into it, but it sounds like you're saying hello to a person named Ween. Now, as far as I know, I don't think any culture has like the name Ween, but that's just kind of what it sounds like. I mean, it's kind of like saying, hello, Ween. How are you doing today? Like you're greeting someone named Ween. Does anyone else think that? No? No one else thinks that? Alright, well then, just forget I said anything. Released all the way back in 1985, Walls of Jericho came out at the same time the Berlin Wall was still up. As to if, like, the band was trying to make, like, a connection to that with the title Walls of Jericho, I highly doubt it. But since this band is from Germany, I just figured I'd point that out. If you don't know what the Berlin Wall is, really quickly, it just separated the east side of Berlin from the west side of Berlin. The east side wasn't exactly the best part to be. You wanted to be on the west, and a lot of people tried to get over the wall from the east side to the west side. You know, you can Google the rest of it, but that's basically what that is. Anyways, we're going to move on from that.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Now, I'm sure I've probably mentioned before that power metal isn't exactly my favorite metal genre. In fact, it's probably near like the bottom, along with symphonic. The only reason I listened to this album was because I was told that even people who don't like power metal tend to enjoy this one. So I admit I was skeptical at first going into this one. I'm not really a big fan of melodic metal. However, something about this album actually got my attention when I started listening to it. So just a little background before we get into this. So before I got to this album, I had been like on a extreme metal streak, just extreme metal album one after another. So when I finally got to this one, it was kind of like a palate cleanser for me. It was something different. What I really liked about this album actually is the fact that it came with a heavy metal tone. Like, yes, the music is melodic, but with the heavy metal tone, it kind of countered it. It's like mixing rough with smooth. It produces that nice contrast that's appeasing to the ears. It also helped that the riffs on here were not overly melodic to begin with, and that they were actually quite good as well, very catchy. The band also has some audible bass, so points for that as well. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump on to vocals here. Apparently, we have the grandfather of power metal himself, Kay Hansen. I didn't know he was the grandfather of power metal. Probably because I don't ever listen to power metal. And he also started the band Gamma Ray, who I know but don't listen to because it's another power metal band, which I didn't really know he was a part of either. So, you know, thank you, Google. Well, it's a good thing I can say he does a great job on here. I can't speak for Gamma Ray. If you want to go listen to Gamma Ray, go do it. I have no idea what he does on there, but he does a good job on here. He has those higher 80s heavy metal vocals, but he doesn't go overboard like on the high notes to the point where it's annoying. But I mean, he keeps the music light and fun.
We take away your eyes, they kill your kids, and they rape your wives. They rip your flesh, tear your heart, take you to jail.
As far as this album goes, I have to say that it's a good / great one. If I'm not mistaken, power metal from the 80s tends to be very heavy metal influenced or based, if you want to call it. I mean, if that is the case, I wouldn't mind listening to more of these older power metal bands. and or albums then. Even if you're not into power metal, I'd actually recommend this album. It's quite good, and it's honestly a fun one to jam out to. And it's a nice palate cleanser, as I mentioned before, if you've just been like listening to nothing but extreme metal, and you're just not in the mood for any heavy metal, you just want something a little more light and fun, I definitely recommend this one. Alright everyone, that's all I got today for this review. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend to do the same. And as always, I will see you at the next review. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you stayed around this long, I just want to let you know that my music project End will be releasing a demo soon. I'm trying to tweak out the production issues right now, because when I'm listening to it on the program I'm using, it sounds completely different than when I download it and listen to it. So I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to fix that. But once I do, I'll go ahead and release it, and hopefully you guys will kind of enjoy it. All right. Thanks everyone.